you were saying something about a show that we're here
Yeah,
to
what's
do?
this show?
It's all good. So the show that we've all agreed to do together here is TV&D. It's we're doing some classic dungeon crawling based on classic TV series. We are at the end of our Seinfeld-inspired mini campaign, episode 2 of 2. If you were here with us last week, welcome back. If it's your first time here, no worries, you didn't miss much. Plot-wise, you missed a great time. But so we are picking back up once again with our Seinfeld characters. Would everyone like to?
You were debating calling them the Seinfeld, which is the correct way to pluralize
The Seinfeld.
The Seinfelds.
Which is your favorite Seinfeld?
It's actually Seinfeld. Is the correct pluralization.
The citizens,
Merriam-Webster,
the citizens
No.
of Seinfeld.
No one liked my attorneys general joke.
Carolyn, who are you playing?
I'm Lady Elaine Beness. Elaine of Beness. Lady Elaine of Beness. I am a monk. A human monk. I am an unarmed fighter with tiny kicks.
Wonderful. Let's see. Eli, who are you?
I'm George Costanza. I'm a human man. Some people think I'm a dwarf. I'm just short. I have no class. I have no abilities. But I do have some HP. And a staff. A two-handed metal pole. It's slightly
That
bent.
is Slightly bent.
Driving me
Imperceptibly
insane.
bent.
Just, you can feel it. You don't really notice it, but you can feel it. You can feel it's bent. Maybe I got it straightened out. I'll see if there's a blacksmith. It's my first order of business once the game starts.
Tony, who are you?
I am, what's the inversion of this name again? Kramer the Cosmic? There we go. I just know him as Kramer Seinfeld from the show Seinfeld.
The Seinfeld family.
I'm a wild magic sorcerer. I've got some ugly clothes and some wacky hair, and same within the game that we're playing. That's about it. I've got some extra rations, and then my horrible friends who forgot a pack for our adventure ate them all, so I think there's nothing notable about my character.
We had rations. We just wanted your ration.
Yeah, well, that's
To
terrible.
even it out.
Yeah, that's it. I got some spells. I do them good. All my ideas are the best.
We haven't hit the wild magic table yet, unfortunately. I'm very much looking forward to us actually.
Oh,
getting
didn't
a
we
roll
once
on that.
last time? Oh no, we hit charm. You charmed it.
No,
Yeah,
we
the
haven't-
dice haven't been conducive to all of Kramer's schemes failing. So far, my scheme ratio, I'm batting 1,000. What is the? I'm
1,000 would mean that you hit every time.
Yeah,
You're batting
yeah,
0.
yes, I'm batting the most right now.
Yeah. All right. He did get a nat 20. Some nat 20s.
Nat
happen.
20 on your premiere episode, that's a good sign from the content gods.
I mean, what are the chances? Surely not 1 in 20. That would be too simple.
The dice gods were very favorable. The VOD gods were not.
Oh yes, the VOD gods demanded our VOD sacrifice and deleted it.
We heard that Burning Man was canceled this year, so we decided to destroy like the greatest piece of art that has been made this year.
Oh no.
You'll never see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It lives on in legend from the people who were here. Should we get into it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
sound good? Great.
It's a consensus.
Great.
Let me get into characters, George, by balding a little more. Okay, I'm done. I did it. 3 more hairs fell out. Okay.
I need everyone to imagine our giant, sprawling fantasy metropolis of Catch-All City, where a whole bunch of fantasy remixed versions of classic TV characters all live together in chaos. In the center, of course, is the giant castle Catch-All, with its massive, magnificent spires. around that, all of the varying neighborhoods, then, you know, the coast, the docks, all of that, this huge looming shadow moves over the city, darkening the streets.
That's
Batman.
not good.
Is it Batman?
I bet it's Batman.
Oh,
It
God.
actually could be Batman.
Seinfeld
not.
versus
No.
Batman.
It's in fact, like, people are moving through the streets and like everything goes dark. And, like, hell, Batman's back. Nope. They look up to see the giant shape of a dragon. Huge red giant horns. It flies over the city with this blast of fire, burns down an entire neighborhood, and then lands on Castle Catchall, where it promptly just wrecks havoc, shooting fire, using its claws, tearing shit up, eats the king and the and his royal guards. I initially assumed that the king is, of course, Hank Hill, but I don't want to deal with the ramifications of that later when we want to do King of the Hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I'll just also notice me and Tony's reaction to Rex Havoc, where I
Rex
believe
Havoc.
the saying is wreaks havoc.
No, there was a lot of havoc around, you see,
There's
and then
havoc.
the dragon came and brought some order to the...
He wrecked the
Ah,
havoc
get my
and
way.
created order. That's what happened.
I like it my way.
You're the GM. We're both gonna get so many traps now. God damn it.
Languages, the peoples.
Spikes fall on.
It's another dragon
two
who
of
has a
you.
grudge against all of you.
Mm.
So
Oh, the king's
dragon-
name was Rex Havoc.
That's it.
Very
That's
good.
So, this is
well,
like
he's dead now.
TV sitcoms as well as like men's adventure magazines from the 1940s.
Men's adventure magazines.
Rex Havoc
It
would
is
be on
the
the
genre.
Yeah, I'm imagining him on the front of a novel, like in like knee-deep surf with like a tiny little swimsuit, holding one
Yeah,
of those weird
there's
guns,
like a-
a mouser, like one of those
like
fucked up World War I guns.
9-foot python is wrapped around him, and he's
Yeah.
like kind of holding it at me.
Yeah.
There's like a scared, like torn dressed woman in the corner, like,
Mhm.
And let's face it, something is racist happening in this cover.
yeah,
Yeah.
Rex Havoc exudes
Yeah.
racism.
They
Rex
re-released it.
Havoc, of course, had a number of big problematic adventures, went on to become king of a fantasy city, and then was eaten by the legendary dragon Numan.
Oh, no.
Numan, of course, lets out a giant roar with "Bring me Jerry."
That's the guy we
Echoes
know.
throughout this thing.
I look at them
Our
and I
friend.
go, "Our Jerry? Do you think he's talking about our Jerry?"
No.
I just kind of do one of those moves.
So, we need to cut to Monk's Tavern. The tavern, of course, that Lord Jerry and his pals Elaine and George frequent. Kramer, you're not there at the moment.
I will mute myself.
We'll see you in a couple hours. So we are at a booth in the back of the tavern. The drinks are getting flung around. There's a bard over in the corner singing poorly. Jerry maybe like has a hood up a little bit, like maybe not wanting to call too much attention to himself. But he is enthusiastically explaining to the two of you of like, I can't just go. It's the principle of the thing. You can't. No. Right?
We're
No.
saying
I
you
just
can't
go.
just go.
And
You can't just go.
all I do is I put my hands and I go, "This is not good," like that. Not good, Jerry.
I know. Now, I understand the legendary dragon Numan cannot be slayed by any mortal means, and that is problematic, but I'm going to need you guys to figure out a way to do it and get me out of this.
I would like to. The tension has made me snap, and so I grab Jerry and I go real close and I say, "I'll do this for you. I'll fix this for you, but I want you to know that this is your fault." And then I kind of like push him away.
I'm totally not paying attention because I've just been delivered my mutton sandwich, and it's covered in mayo. It's way too much. I'm like, just put the same amount of mayo every time? Why do they switch it up? I do order the same sandwich. I know what I like, and then because if I ask for light mayo, but they have a light mayo day, then I get no mayo, and now I have way too much mayo.
Can't you just scrape it off?
I'm not scraping. You can. It's there. It's a gel. It sticks. I can't scrape it off. I'm not sending it back.
To see whether the tavern wench has a grudge against George?
I mean,
I definitely.
I would say like a 99% chance.
That in fact just checks out.
Yeah. A dragon has requested Jerry. I like that description of what's happening.
Yeah. The dragon has requested Jerry. What's up, Lup?
Okay. So, the door to the tavern, boom, busts open and enters Kramer. Kramer the Cosmic.
Oh boy,
Kramer.
I muted myself and now I'm unmuted.
Kramer, you've of course, ever since this situation with the dragon has gone down and havoc has been wrecked, you've been of course asking everyone you know.
I know a lot of people.
How do you slay a dragon?
Yeah.
What's the best way to like slay a dragon?
So I hold up my plate with my sandwich and I'm like, "Do you want this? It's way too much mayo."
Before he's even finished talking, I'm already. And I point to Jerry and I'm like, "Oh, you're in trouble."
Kramer, you have found out that beneath this very tavern is the long-buried tomb of the Ghost King. He wields a mighty ancient spear that legends say can pierce the scaly hide of a dragon. All you gotta do is go down there and get it.
All right, that sounds like a pretty easy plan. I'm relating this to my friends and Jerry as well, I suppose. Let's just go. Why wait for the shop to close, right?
Who told you this? Where did you get this information?
You know, things are just kind of out there. And if you wait long enough, you'll just pick things up.
So we're going into a crypt off a grapevine rumor. Some grapevine rumor that Kramer comes in here.
It's a trusted source.
I take
Jerry gestures over. Trusted source.
All right. Trusted source.
I take the top bun of George's sandwich and I take it off and I slap it wetly down on the table and I say, "We're going." And then I look daggers at Jerry and get up to go.
I hope our first official t-shirt is "I slap it wetly."
Yeah. It's like, that just seems like a problem for the wait staff. Like, don't do that.
They're not nice people. They're not good or nice people.
Oh, wow. Our first t-shirt is Carolyn Page says wait staff are not good or nice people.
Not them, us.
Our first shirt is just "No tipping," Carolyn Page.
I really wish they would have smiled more.
Out of character, I guess I'm suggesting whether we should create a little ruckus so that we could sneak in through the kitchen and get down beneath. Presumably, because there's no entrance visible within the eating area proper of the tavern that the kitchen
Kramer,
probably...
you absolutely nailed it. The secret entrance is, of course, in the kitchen.
Okay, well, I mean, that's just obvious. So,
right as Kramer suggests, he's like, "Well, somebody's got to cause a ruckus." We all just stare at Kramer, and we're like, "You're the ruckus, Kramer.
You're the ruckus.
You live in ruckus. Ruckus is your state of mind. Your state of being is ruckus."
I sheepishly say, like, "When have I ever caused a scene?" And then we get kind of like a little show montage, me kind of embarrassing myself in various ways, slipping down the steps and like slipping in, cow manure and slamming into a door and just generally shrieking.
And the montage ends with him bringing the tavern that we're currently in to a screeching halt when he entered 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. Knocking over like a coat rack. I very much like that this seems to be going towards Kramer getting stage fright for trying to cause a ruckus when requested.
I mean, I think it's within Kramer's character that, like, when he is tasked with something that puts attention on him in a way that he is cognizant of, he would get stage fright. But like he's like blissfully unaware to the scenes that he's causing in all other moments. This is my take on it. I think, and this is me half in character, half as Kramer, that it should be up to George. He's already got a problem with the waitress. He might as well send the sandwich back.
I
and
like
while
it
he's
here. I want to be able to come back. I don't want to get, you know, you get a lot more leeway. I have no leeway. I'm already on the edge. I'm on the knife's edge, Kramer. I'll get banned.
Does Kramer have as a wizard? Does he have a staff or a wand or anything?
I have a. Let me check my character sheet again, and I think I have a staff. I do have a staff.
Okay.
Yes.
I was like, Brian's D&D knowledge is like, oh, sorcerers use like, yeah. Right.
I'd like to while they're arguing about this, I'd like to light the staff on fire a little bit.
The staff is on fire. What is the hope?
We don't need that.
The hope is that it causes that's the ruckus that's caused, and we can sneak out during then.
In fact, is the ruckus a table left over? Is like, do you smell smoke? Is that all this attention? And give me a quick narrative explanation of sneaking into the kitchen, down through a cellar door, and into the catacombs.
I have such a vivid mental image of Kramer doing the Kramer double take when he realizes his staff is on fire.
Oh, I full on got the scene where like he's got the cigarette and he puts the Rogan in his mouth and like puffs it and tries to play it cool. The sunglasses, the same exact thing with the staff.
I think
before just kind of like backing awkwardly through the large cloud of smoke, which the Jerry, George, and Alina have already disappeared through.
I think that like I've just been waiting for the ruckus to erupt. Just wait, you know, Kramer is basically a ticking time bomb of ruckus, and I just stand up, pick up my jacket, fold it over my arm, and walk into the kitchen while Kramer's like, I wave goodbye to people. It's like.
And while Elaine's been there because she just, as soon as they started arguing, she just lit the staff on fire, and it took them a while to realize. And so she's just there, like waiting for them when they get back in there.
I don't know if anyone has seen, by the way, the chat starting to refer to themselves as the Ruckus as an official designation, which I'm happy and on board with. Good job.
Good job.
Peanut Gallery causing a ruckus.
The peanut gallery transforming into a ruckus.
Brian, would you like me to show your beautiful square to everyone?
You can. Now would be a good time.
It's a really good square.
Thank you. So what I want everyone to do is now imagine a very dramatic smash cut down a flight of stairs, which is that spiral, drawn with a mouse. Like, I said that like I would draw better with my hand.
Right. This isn't drawfee, folks. Get over it.
If only.
I know. We all wish.
So.
That's a rectangle. You're right, chat. That's a rectangle.
It's a goddamn square. We established I'm always right. But we are now deep in the catacombs. The crypt of the Ghost King, which happens to be beneath the tavern you were already in. You are in a dank square room with stone walls. I get it. I talk bad.
Dank it's just because you said dank. So we all made different weed noises and actions.
Weed noises?
I don't know.
What's your favorite weed noise?
Oh, gotta be that. Yeah, small cough. It's my favorite weed noise is the cough from the beginning of the song "Sweet Leaf" by Black Sabbath. So, there you go.
Oh.
So we are in a simple, dark square room. There are a couple torches lining the wall, so like there is a dim light in the area. It's otherwise pretty bland. There is a door heading south, and there is a door heading to the east. What do you do? And also, I'm going to need a marching order.
Marching order is... I'm in front. I know that.
I'm
Elaine
in the
just
middle.
gestures to me in front. I'm like, I know.
I'm cowardly and taking up the rear as
Knowing.
usual.
Great.
So I guess
I would like to examine the doors and see which one is. Is there any difference between them? Like, is one more ornate, or do they look similar?
They are pretty standard wooden doors, iron bandings, and sort of like what are the handles of like the ring iron handles?
I think an iron ring.
Pretty standard doors, dungeon doors.
I say, George, you go check out the south one. Kramer of the Cosmic, you go check out the east one, and I'll stay here and watch.
I go, "Oh, Queen Elaine has entered."
I kick you towards the door.
"Oh, let me get that for you, your Majesty." And I like grimace and tug at the door, basically sort of how I pulled the orb out of the statue in the VOD that no one can see. Yeah.
So this was the south door?
Ask Elaine. I don't know.
It's the south door. Yeah, it's the south door.
Wonderful. We have now entered our first chat chosen room.
Oh, wow.
Chat is going to get to vote. There are a couple of rooms in here in this dungeon that chat is going to get to decide what's in them. Dane said he was having trouble setting up a poll. If that's still the case, we'll just eyeball it.
I can also do if we need.
Okay. What everyone is... So there's one of 4 rooms that chat can choose. In the south room, there can be a goblin merchant. There can be spider webs filling the room. There can be a large chest in the middle of the room. Or there can be 4 statues on the other end with spears. Goblin merchant, spider webs, large chest, 4 statues.
Jason, thank you for calling that out, because I did absolutely have flashbacks of killing another notable dungeon merchant, which we will not speak of for IP reasons and for sadness reasons.
It seems that maybe polls are just down. Really good day for tech here.
Yeah.
Good job, Google and Twitch is really going. So I think we're just going to go by... We'll just go by...
we'll just eyeball it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing statues.
I'm seeing statues too.
People love a statue.
People love the statues. All right, let's call it statues. So, let's see. George, you open...
Statues? No, I've looked at it too much. Now it doesn't make any sense to my brain.
What?
Brian, please continue.
I'm drawing up another square.
Carolyn, you were just silent for 5 minutes. What was happening? Carolyn lost time.
I inceptioned myself a little bit there.
So you can see into it's another square room, stone walls, a couple like 2 torches on either side, on either the west and east wall, and there are 4 stone statues of Dragonborns, which are like half dragon humanoids, and they're in very ornate armor. It's part of the statue, and they are holding these large spears in like a throwing motion, aimed like towards the door. What do you do?
Towards the door that we're standing at?
Yes.
Entering from?
I immediately duck.
So.
And then I try to play it off like I wasn't ducking. Oh. I'm like
Elaine and Kramer definitely like look at each other and kind of like smile back at George, who
I've ducked, and then I held the duck to try to, and then I brush like a stone, and I'm like, thought it was a switch, thought there might be a switch. So I was looking for a switch. Statues, what do you guys think?
Oh, and beyond them is another door.
Wait. Okay.
So, yeah.
I think you got to go check them out.
Okay.
Just
time for George to check something out. What a surprise.
Use your pole. You've got that great pole.
I do acknowledge that that's a good idea because I have the pole. I would like to walk forward and poke the front left George is right. If you're looking at the room, the front left statue with my
George, as you step into the room, take your full step into the room, the statues with this sort of mechanical click, arms back, throw the spears. You're going to take 4 attack rolls.
I knew I should have ducked. This is why I ducked. Is this a roll?
Okay. I will be rolling attack rolls.
Okay.
No.
Well, I gotta pull up my character sheet. All right, that's a lot of numbers. You figured.
Yeah, I rolled a 19, a 15, a 6, and a 12. How many of those hit?
Wait. Oh, let me check my AC. Oh no, everyone can see shit. Okay. Do you know my AC? Do you happen to have it pulled up? I don't want to
Pull it up. Let's see here. Your AC is 15, which is pretty good. So 2 of them hit.
Okay.
You take 4 damage.
All right. Not that bad.
Not that
Right,
bad. So
you're a
people,
strong
like
boy.
you don't get impaled with one, but like one hits you, you spin around. The other one like, near misses.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I ducked too early. And then I just kind of like crawl back to the group, and I'm like, I touched the first one. Your turn. Your turn.
I say, you got to be more careful.
Kramer.
I'm just kind of like, I'm like trying to be like wanting to appear helpful, but I'm actually like very disgusted with the blood and like don't want to touch or get anywhere near George because he's wounded.
Like, okay. Do we even have a healer? No one really heals, huh?
You all have rations, which you can heal 1d6 HP with.
Oh yeah, let me crawl into the corner.
You need a minute to rest, but yeah.
Yeah, let me crawl into the corner like a dog and eat my rations. What are my rations?
What are your rations?
Oh man, I think it's a bagel. I think it's like a cream cheese bagel. So
I like Jude Law, the actor. Damn, wild how George Costanza's dead. That is possible. We haven't really addressed. We could just kill these characters.
There
Sure.
are plenty of sitcoms. There's no reason we can't replace George with the
Raymond.
entire cast of How I Miss Your Mother. Yes, Raymond.
Someday.
I assume my HP reset from our previous adventure at least, right?
Mm-hmm,
So I took how much damage?
Only 4.
Okay, I still want to eat my little bagel. Do I roll for how much I get from my bagel?
Yes, it's 1d6 per ration that you eat.
Okay,
Also,
I'm only gonna have one bagel.
Says a half-eaten eclair, so you also have half an eclair in your bag.
So 6, yes.
Yes.
I get 1 health back. All right, I did it.
George eating the bagel, complaining about how there's too much cream cheese.
Too much cream cheese. That's no. The reason I only get 1 HP from it is because I don't finish it because it has too much cream cheese.
You're like, no. Like, don't you want to finish that? You look pretty hurt.
That's too. There's too much. The cream cheese is in my stomach. It's gonna make me sick. It's a very stressful situation already. I don't want to add any more variables to the stomach. Do you see bathroom in the dungeon? Very few bathrooms in dungeons. I don't know if you've noticed. I've noticed. I've made a note. Very hard. Don't want to be in that situation.
I'd like to look back towards the statues. They've all thrown their spears now.
Yes, so they're all like in a motion, like they've thrown, their arms are extended, hands now empty.
Can I take? I say to the half bagel. I say, "Are you gonna finish that?"
No, I said no. No. Do you want it?
I pick it up.
Take it.
And
Take the bagel.
And then I huck it at one of the statues into the room.
Wasting food, even though I didn't finish it.
It hits the statue with a wet cream cheese all over the Dragonborn statue snout.
Slaps it wetly. It slaps it wetly.
Slaps it wetly. But nothing. It has no reaction.
Nice move, I say, bleeding.
I'm gonna go into the room.
You step into the room. It is a square room, stone walls, 4 statues, and a door. 2 doors, technically.
I'll offer my pole to Elaine and go, no one clip that. I offer my pole to Elaine and be like, you poke it.
I do, but I like do a fake poke at you first to make you flinch again.
With the pole?
Yeah, I just like do a fake like jab at you.
I like wince really hard and the blood spurts out of me.
No, I don't actually. I don't actually.
I know. I just like react so strongly that it squirts blood. Like,
God.
Not funny.
And I'm like, sorry, I'm sorry. And then I poke the door with the pole.
Very out of character, but can we just get to this next room?
You poke the door, nothing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door. Kramer.
That was Tony, not Kramer.
So as you open the door,
I just assumed there was a puzzle. I thought we had to unlock the door. I just assumed it was locked.
It was just the
puzzle
spirits.
was not dying.
I was like, I thought I'm like, yeah, as they open the door, I'm like trying to push one of the statues. I just clearly think it was a puzzle.
So as you open the door, you were greeted with the sounds of a heavy snoring. A breathe in, a breathe out. And sitting in the in the middle of the room is a giant sleeping ogre. And it has around its neck a rope necklace with a key dangling from it.
I turned to Kramer.
Does Kramer know him?
The classic
there is a
does
door.
Kramer know him roll.
Kramer, you do not know him.
Okay. Worth a shot. Always worth a shot.
There's a door to the west and a door to the east.
Can I see? I would like to roll to see if the cream cheese gave George indigestion.
You absolutely may
I
roll.
want to see if
roll
I've got the bubble guts.
Roll Constitution.
Okay. All right. My Constitution. Oh, that's a good roll for me. +3. Okay. What about it's a D20?
Yes.
20.
Ew.
I tanked
feel
that
great.
bagel. No problem. I rubbed
That
my
one
belly.
bite.
Because you didn't eat the whole thing. You're fine.
Yeah, I made a good decision. Who knows what could have happened if I finished it? Yeah.
Still muttering about too much cream cheese on bagels. If they put as much on the whole bagel as there is in just one bite, then I would eat the whole thing.
I'm like still have cream cheese on my hands. I'm kind of like wiping it on my armor, but then it's on my armor, and that's annoying me. It's like, God. I asked for a napkin. Do either you have a napkin?
I like Amy ability describing that as a filthy 20.
Yeah.
Filthy 20. Yeah.
I tell George I'm not giving him a napkin after what he did to my scarf in the last adventure.
You have a napkin and you won't give it to me?
Yeah, it's my napkin.
You're saving the napkin?
I save all my napkins. These are all mine.
Great, perfect. I hope you're very clean.
I showingly wipe my hands off with a nice paisley napkin that's in my pocket, a handkerchief. So here's a question about this dragon, ogre that is asleep. If I were to cast sleep on him, would he be in a deeper sleep where we would be more easily able to take this from him, or is that just redundant?
It's like Inception. He goes into a second dream. That's
Whoa!
It's not. I don't know if that's what happens. That's
And Tom Hardy's there.
I know the answer. I will not tell you.
Ooh!
Oh.
That's fun. So in that case, I'm just gonna do it unless anyone has a different idea, just to like double sleep this ogre so that we could just take that key without a problem.
Oh, I hope wild magic goes off right now. This is great. Do you tell us you're gonna sleep the ogre?
I'm gonna sleep the sleeping ogre.
I just like look at Elaine. I'm like, what? This is useless.
I'm like staring at the disgusting cream cheese on your armor, just like a little disgusted, and with the blood again. So like,
Kramer, I'm gonna have you.
Napkin, why don't you let it? So
Kramer, most importantly, what does casting sleep look like for Kramer the Cosmic?
I just kind of point my wand and oh, you're going to sleep now. It's like really unimpressive. It's I look entirely like I don't know what I'm doing, and I kind of turn around and waggle my eyebrows in a very Brian fashion, as a matter of fact, back at Elaine and George to impress them.
Oh my God, Tony! Truly the role you were born to play. Oh my God!
I feel a wild magic table coming. I feel it in my bones.
Tony, you are going to make an intelligence roll. You need to roll a 12 or higher.
Oh, I can do that for sure. My intelligence is what is my intelligence? It's +3 on a 16 I just rolled. That's a 19. That's a real smarty boy roll.
Mm.
The ogre was already like snoring pretty hard, and you can actually see like its shoulders get even looser.
Wow.
That's the good stuff.
I'm jealous of this ogre, man. I wish I could get a night's sleep like that. Come on.
Tony, make sure to expend a spell slot.
Yes, I will right now. And he's gonna be a groggy fella in the morning, I say.
Or like a Groger.
Mm.
Grogger.
Like a draw. Okay, I'm thinking about Skyrim. I gesture. I'll gesture for Elaine to go get the key.
I'll do it. I'll go and sneak.
Yeah, I'd explain. I'd be like, I'm looking at my armor, and I'm like, you're so light. You have the leather. You get robes. Very quiet.
I like take the when he calls me light. I kind of like perk up and get a little like cocky, and then I like go and like overly dramatically slink up next to him, and I'm gonna take gently take the necklace. And does it untie, or can I take it out, or is it one piece of fabric?
You would have to like lift it over his very large head.
Yeah,
or try to tear
just by
it.
chance, this is like the one adventuring party that has no sharp edges with them at all. I have like a pole. Kramer has a staff. I have like no sword or anything.
A staff is just a different type of pole.
Oh, I have a dagger.
Oh, do
I
you?
would like to try. Yeah, I have a dagger. I would like to try and. It's a rope, right? Not a metal chain.
Right.
I would like to try and cut the rope and gently and take the key.
Great. Could you make a dexterity check for me with advantage?
Yes.
So you're going to roll d20 twice and take the higher number.
Bayo, 17.
Nice.
Plus my dexterity is 3, so that's a 20. That's a dirty 20.
A filthy 20, as
Filthy
they say.
20.
As the ruckus says.
When
Elaine,
it's with it, that's filthy.
Elaine, you snuck up to the ogre, you take your dagger out, you go to cut the rope, and like the ogre begins to like stir a little and then exhales, blowing your hair back, and you get a whiff of its ogre breath, and then it settles back down. You have a key.
Was there another door in this room? Remind me. Or it's
there is a door to the west, to the east, and then the door to the north that you came in. 3 doors.
Ooh. Which ones, as Carolyn said last time, do any of them look locked? That was one of my favorite highlights.
None of them at the moment look locked.
All right. Well, we should try. I mean, but we can't try either of them without the one key, 2 doors. My brain is melting.
I'm gonna go to the one to my.
Yeah, I think we still are just watching you because you're light.
To the east. You whisper, and yeah, I hear him saying like, "Oh, she's so light," and then I'm like, feel cocky again, and then I try the one on the east.
Great. So you push open the door. Guess what, everybody? We need to make another decision.
Ooh, get another chat decision.
Another chat decision.
Toss it to the ruckus.
Yeah. Time for the ruckus to get rowdy.
Time for ruckus to get rowdy. Come on, ruckus, get rowdy.
Come on,
Put
ruckus.
those Fucking WTVD's in chat.
The next part of Sweet Leaf starts playing.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
gang. Goblin merchant, spider webs, large chest, or wandering skeletons.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Goblin merchant, spider webs, large chest, wandering skeletons.
Ooh,
How
we're
mean
getting-
are you
we're getting
feeling?
chif- we're getting
They
gifted
are
a chest, I think.
Picturing a room full of massive titties, right, Brian?
What's
Not
that?
gonna be-
Filthy. How dare you? Good thing we
20.
turned on this mature content filter.
Yeah. Oh, people are saying chest.
Yeah. They've given us maybe a break, unless it's a mimic. I've been playing Dark Souls lately, so I'm on edge chest wise, okay?
You mean my tattoo?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
first.
Right. All right, so we see the chest. I think once I see the chest, I'm like, let's go. I look at Kramer. I'm like, chest? Not bad.
So there is a very large chest sitting in this room. And there to the north, there is a door. Now, this door looks locked, largely because of the large lock.
Nice.
I tap on a door's locked.
We lost your audio for a second there, I think.
I point out that the door is locked in a very obvious fashion.
Yeah.
I like roll my eyes at him.
I'm absolutely captivated by the chest, but I'm kind of like trying to act a little more casual, like wandering over to it. I would definitely like to be the one to open the chest.
George, as you wander over to it, you can see there's a gold plate on the chest with an inscription.
What'd it say?
As you get
I'm
closer,
not gonna
you
pick it
can
up. I'm just gonna read it from above. Lean over.
It's pretty big.
I'm imagining a
But,
serving plate. I think I was wrong.
Oh no, like a it's like a placard. And on it is inscribed, "Beware of Mimic."
God damn it, dude.
Oh,
Great. I just walk away from the chest. Nope, not again. Not getting me again. So I'm just done with the chest. As far as
I feel like in character, and I might live to regret this, Kramer would be like, well, they wouldn't put it there to warn you if they wanted you to know it was a mimic, if it was in fact a mimic, which means it probably not. And I'm like saying to George, looking at him while going to open the actual chest.
But Kramer, if it's a mimic, it's not a real chest. Nobody put it there. The mimic mimicked it. That's why they're called mimics, Kramer.
I open the mimic.
hey.
There's a TV shirt, another t-shirt. I open the mimic. Just a stated bad decision. I just throw up my hands and I back away. You're on your own.
Kramer,
Yeah.
you push open the chest, and inside is a spell scroll.
That's great. Take spell scroll. I'm typing it. I'm sorry. I'm playing Zork right now. Apparently, I type take spell scroll into my ASCII text prompt.
Kramer, you have learned the spell chicken. You can turn one target into a chicken. They
That's
can make a
great
save to
spell.
resist.
Well, George is already a chicken, so I guess it's up. All right, that was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm just shaking my head.
Okay, that's great. I'm gonna write that into my character sheet. I'm feeling pretty good. Something about Kenny Rogers Roasters. I'm very happy.
I'm gonna go to the locked door and unlock it with the key that I assume is for this door.
Carolyn, Elaine, you step up to the door, you take the key, you put it in, and as you do, little arms and legs sprout out from the lock.
Yeah.
It grows
Right
a
as-
giant mouth and sinks into your hand.
What? Right as I'm in the corner saying to Kramer, I'm like, well, there's got to be a mimic somewhere. And then we hear this like awful little screech or whatever it makes.
I say exactly how I said to George earlier. Oh, you should have been more careful.
That's not me. It's Elaine.
Carolyn, 12
Oh, yeah,
versus
yeah.
your
That's
defense.
him.
What's up? What's up?
What's your AC?
14.
It's only a 12, so it's a pretty, like, it hurts, but you don't lose any HP. It's drawn a little blood into your hand. It is currently attached to your hand, and it now has little arms and legs, and it is in full attack mode.
All right. Initiative.
I guess
tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll initiative. 1, 2, 3. Monster goes first. 4, 5, 6. You guys go first.
Great.
We'll just group initiative it, old school style.
This is our first attack round.
Yeah, we never actually got into combat last time.
Yeah, our first combat.
So,
that's right.
The lock mimic, it has the key is like still sticking out of the lock like a little nose. It's adorable. But it's chomping back down onto your hand, Elaine. Let's see here. That is 19 versus your defense, which is going to hit. And it deals 4 damage to you.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys, it is your turn. What do you do?
I'm like getting my pole ready, and again, do not clip this. And I'm yelling to I'm trying to gesture to Elaine. I'm like, hold it up above your head. Hold it out. I'm getting like, and I'm winding up exactly like that image of George with the bat. Like he's got that like look. I'm like, hold the hand out, hold it away from you.
Is it like fully on my hand off the door, or is it like attached to the
It's
door?
like hanging onto your wrist, like chomping down on your hand.
Do I, as Kramer, know what chicken does?
Yes, you have read the scroll and be like, oh, I get it.
Okay. What does chicken does? It
What
turns
does chicken
target. It turns target into chicken.
It gets to make a save to try and not, but
I can't wait to escort Chicken Elaine around the dungeon.
Turn a lock into chicken.
Kramer, go ahead and make an intelligence roll for me. You need to beat a 12. This is to not enact wild magic.
Okay. I roll a 10 with a +3 with my intelligence, 13.
Just barely. The mimic begins to like rise off of Elaine's hand. It's like, it does, however, get to make a saving throw to avoid the effect. Needs to get a 12. It gets a +2 on this roll. It does avoid. It drops down to the ground. It is not a chicken, and it goes ready to attack again.
Oh, I'm swinging for the fences. I'm trying to make this little boy a home run right on the wall.
Great. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right, so let me check.
It's going to be your melee bonus versus its defense.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I rolled 2. I'm just going to roll again, and I haven't even looked at either of those.
Don't look. Eli! Oh.
I'm going to throw away my 2 perfectly good numbers. Probably better one.
Oops.
George, you fully batter up, take the pole, swing, and it leaves your hands, sails through the air. Everything goes into slow motion as the pole hits the wall, fully bends at an L.
I turned to George and I'm like, well, now you know it's been.
Yeah.
And it's definitely
because it was
now.
weakened. I should have. I told you I wanted to straighten it before we went on any other ventures. I was gonna go to the blacksmith. We didn't have time. It was weakened. It's a weakened because the weakened. Well, this is just great.
Carolyn, would you like to make an action?
Yeah, I would actually like to take Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Once per session, you may launch into a flurry of unarmed attacks. Continue attacking targets until you miss. So I'd like to attack this target over and over again.
Well, may I also... This is a small target on the ground, and Elaine is known for her little kicks.
You bet your ass I am doing tiny small kicks.
Elaine, keep making attack rolls until you miss. He has a 15 AC.
Okay. Here's the first one. A 10. Is that a miss?
What is your melee bonus?
Let's see. My melee is +2 versus AC. So that's
Elaine.
with fist. Is a kick different?
It's not.
Ah.
You knew that wasn't gonna work. I love an old D&D bargain. Oh, well, this is my foot, though.
But this is my foot, and I'm known for my tiny kicks. Come on.
Elaine, you're doing all the tiny kicks, and the lock is like dancing in between your legs.
Oh,
I like this guy.
could you believe it? Yeah, I know. Everyone's rooting for the mimic. Just believe.
Tiny little guy.
So like, as you like do your tiny little kicks and you start to get exhausted, you let your flurry of blows out. You stop. You take a breath. The mimic is also like, "Ugh," and then he jumps right back at you, mouth open wide. Actually, he does not. It is not his turn. We go back to initiative. We roll again. Because it's a new round. So 1, 2, 3, he goes. 4, 5, 6, you guys
He's
go.
going.
It's a 1. He does do it. Ah! Tries to like clamp onto your shoulder. Here we go.
Jeez.
That is a 20, a filthy 20 versus your defense. You are going to take 6 damage as he sinks his teeth into you, his purple tongue like.
Oh no, that's terrible.
What's your
Elaine's
health at?
gonna die, everybody.
What's your health at?
8.
That's you can get bit a couple more times.
You probably got a few cream cheesy bagels in your pockets that you could eat after this.
Yuck.
So it's
Rain
now
Solo says,
clamped.
"We the Ruckus hereby adopt this mimic."
All right, Ruckus, you are granted 1 mimic pet.
So it's clamped onto Elaine's shoulder right now, right?
Yes.
Can I just try to pull it off? I don't have my weapon anymore, and it's all broken.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'll go like, I'll pull. Trying to use the wall for leverage, but it's like a little too far away. I'm just trying to pull it off.
Tell you what, if you want to make a strength roll, I'll make a dex roll for it, and if you roll higher than me, you kind of have it grappled and like in your hands.
Okay, I would like that.
Sound good?
Yeah. Here, let me turn on the dice game. Do you want to roll
I'm gonna
first,
roll.
or- Okay.
I'm gonna roll. See what you have to beat. He gets a
Okay.
+2.
Oh God.
Oh, Ryan.
Here we go, baby. Natural 20. I'm yanking that sucker off. That's even a good roll too. It's a 17.
Why is this mimic so strong?
So you've got it off of Elaine. You are holding it, but it's not like grappled. It has full like.
So now it's on me, basically.
Yes, pretty much.
I'm just yelling like, get it, get it, get it.
In complete disrespect for George's personal safety, can I just take a big swing with my staff?
Oh God, you.
Absolutely.
You're a
can do that.
sorcerer.
I am going to throw out there. If you miss, you're definitely going to hit George.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, he's gonna hit George. Everybody likes to hit George. All right.
Okay, so let's see. I do not have.
Should have a you
bonus
shouldn't have
for
any
my-
melee bonus.
I certainly do not. Okay, I'm rolling now, and it's a 14.
So
Oh no! So you connect with the mimic. Your staff hits it. It just does nothing. It does push it a little more into George.
other way, other way.
Okay. New round, new initiative roll. That is a 3. It is now attacking George. It goes to George. Where are you holding it? Like how? What position are you guys in?
Classic, like away from me, just like as far away from me as I can.
It's like snaking out this terrible purple tongue that is like wrapping around your wrist so it can like chomp onto it. Let's see here.
So what's its bonus?
That is a 14 total.
No way,
That
baby.
should miss.
No, I got a.
Can't
15
quite get
AC.
it.
Alright, so I'm just still
great.
like writhing around this road, carrying
Yes.
this thing around. It's but I'm holding it, right? Like I don't
Yes.
have it grappled, but it's not like on me. It's not like bit down.
Right.
Can I try?
Right.
I want to throw it into the statue room. Can I try to like throw it in the other room and slam the door shut?
So the room you were in, there's the ogre between you.
Oh fuck, we're not. Oh, the ogre room. Yeah, I want to throw it in the ogre room. Let the ogre deal with this little nightmare.
Good idea. That's even better than the statues.
There's no way this could go wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to hurl it into the ogre room and slam the door closed.
Okay, so I am gonna make you roll for it. I'm gonna make you do a dex roll, but I think it's a pretty easy roll. I think a 10 or higher sounds fair.
All right.
It's a small guy.
Here we go, George. No, I don't need to know about basic rolls, you fool. Stop doing this to me. Okay, there it is. Oh.
Oh, of course.
No. So now I'm trying to throw it, but it's just stuck to my hands. It's got the tongue wrapped around my wrist, so it's just like stuck on me.
It's not just dangling from your wrist.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna give so the door has opened. Maybe Kramer opened up the door so George could throw it, but it has gone wrong. I'm gonna give the ogre.
Oh no!
I'm gonna roll a d6. On a 1, it wakes up.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No! Oh no!
That is a 1 for anyone who's just listening. If you can guess from Eli's cowardly weeping.
So it is like shaking itself out of sleep, kind of maybe realizing there's a noise. Next round, that's gonna be a problem. Let's see. Is anyone knocked on?
Door. Close the door.
Kramer, I believe. Actually, Kramer and Elaine have not taken actions yet.
Well, Art of Man, thank you for reminding me. Elaine says, maybe the mimic ate your baby. The mimic ate your baby.
Kramer and George react to
I'll
this
wait
non
to
sequitur.
take further action until after Kramer.
Rain Solo says, our boy is about to send us to California Pizza Kitchen.
Okay, wait, so hold up. Like, let's survey the situation again real fast. There is another door in this room, presumably. With the mimic lock off of it, is it presumably unlocked now?
Does it look locked?
You can make it doesn't look locked. Kramer, you're able to make your way over it kind of as a free action. You can open it.
Okay, like, yeah, we could close the old door. How do we feel about just rushing into the new door and trying to bar it from the other side?
I'm down to run with the mimic on me. Just get away from the ogre.
Wait, the mimic? I thought the mimic... Oh, no, the mimic is still on you, right? I forgot. Okay.
I'm down to run into the new room with it, though, because I don't want to deal with the ogre.
Let's run into the new room with the mimic. I throw open the door to get away from... Get on out of there.
All right. And I'm just like running, trying to hold the mimic as far away from me as I can. Can we did close the door to the ogre, right? I don't think the door is really going to stop it, but
not for long.
Yeah.
You can buy some time.
Is it worth trying to recover George's bent staff or his bent pole?
So you can pick up the staff on the way into the next room. It is a full L, but
it's a boomerang.
So unfortunately, I hate to tell you, this room is a dead end. This room, the mimic is still dangling from George's wrist. However, we have entered our first reward room. One of our 3 party members will get a bonus. Chat gets to decide right now who gets a bonus, who gets essentially the equivalent of a level up. Elaine, George, or Kramer.
Whoa.
Brisket, which is the name of the mimic they've
Brisket? Everyone's giving it to
I mean, if you give it to Brisket, I'm gonna give it to Brisket.
Giving it to the mimic.
Oh.
Die.
Oh my god.
I have an idea for
make
what makes the mimic stronger if that does happen.
I feel like we all have too much of an invested interest in this game. I think I'm gonna let our producer Dane choose.
Tie break between Elaine and Mimic.
Yes.
Never
Oh
George.
my
Never a bonus
God.
for George.
Oh, of course. No, in no world was George getting the bonus.
I don't see a single vote for George here.
There's no Georges.
We'll give Dane a minute. If not, I guess we're on our own. But
I
cannot
imagine
take
that there's like a very like tense Dane in a room that's dark. There's a single light bulb on, and then
Why don't you
like
just
tense clock music is pounding as a sweat pours down his face.
Someone asked if George can level down. That's rude. Why not just do? You want to just do a D6, like 1 to 3? It like do the 50-50?
I think that's all that's fair.
Oh,
okay. 1, 2, 3. Brisket the Mimic levels up.
Oh my God.
4, 5, 6. It is Elaine. You're due for a 4, 5, 6. I feel like. Here we go.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Oh.
Elaine, you find a stone tablet that immediately evokes your monk order, and you get to make a choice. You can return to full health and increase your maximum HP by 1d6. You can permanently increase a stat by 1, or you can take a new ability.
Ooh, I would like
Your
to...
new. Let me tell you what your new ability is first, so you have the
Okay,
full,
okay.
Elaine, because you're a monk, you're very fast. You would win initiative on a 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
As opposed to 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to heal.
Great.
I think that's the right move.
I'm
This
gonna
is the
heal.
sounds of an
Return to-
ogre come flying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you return to full health and roll a d6 and add that to your maximum hit points.
Okay, a d6. There it is, a 2. Great.
Okay. That adds to your total. I will also be transparent. There's one other reward room in this dungeon.
Oh.
Ooh. So I heal and I add 2. That's really good.
Yes.
I'm the strongest now.
I hope you enjoyed your reward.
I enjoyed my reward.
I got 1 vote to make me weaker.
I feel like George deep down knows that.
Yeah. I know that the tablet wouldn't have even worked on me. It just wouldn't. Doesn't do
So
anything.
can I attack
You're
the
allergic
mimic
to it.
again?
What was that?
Can I attack the mimic again now with my
yes.
my stronger body?
Let's go ahead and do another, because yeah, the mimic is still that has not stopped. Let's do a new initiative roll. 1, 2, 3. The mimic goes. It's your guys' turn.
I'm not going to go first.
I would. Oh, you go first. Yeah,
I
you
said
go
I'm not
first.
going to because I'm
Oh,
just hoping
okay.
this mimic gets off me.
Oh, you
yeah, I
Elaine.
guess I'd like to melee attack it with my fist.
So George is just like
I'd like to
dangling
push
it away.
Get out,
Yeah.
push.
Yeah.
Great.
Is that
Go
from
ahead.
Friends or Seinfeld? The Get Out.
That's Seinfeld.
That's Seinfeld. Okay, I was also confusing it with Friends, but that's classically Seinfeld.
Wonderful. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Here we go. A 2.
Not great.
It is a just, I don't know, your depth perception is off. You do the full push and you do not make contact with it whatsoever.
These are the worst rolls. We're gonna die.
Oh man.
All right.
Can I just try to smack it on the wall real hard?
You definitely can.
All right, I'll try to do that before I get turned into a chicken by Kramer.
You can do that with your dexterity, I think. It's kind of a whipping motion.
I mean, all of my bonuses are the same except for Constitution. All right, so it's a +1. I'm trying to smack this bad boy on the wall. God, nope. It's a 7.
You smack it on the wall, but it is unfazed. The metal of the mimic is unscuffed.
All right.
Kramer, you're up.
All right. I feel like this thing is impervious to harm, and that I've already tried to chicken it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did sleep so well before. Why not try it again? Can we complete this little lock?
Great.
Little brisket the mimic.
So first, you're gonna make your wild magic roll with intelligence. Try to roll a 12, and then it gets to make a save.
Okay. Here we go. That's an 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay, now it
rolls.
Yeah.
Stealing
it gets to make a save. I'm sorry. It does not pass. Its little black beady eyes blink a little, and they're like, and then like just gently falls asleep.
I say like, a little guy's all tuckered out, and then I tuck him in with the little handkerchief that I wouldn't give to George earlier. Like it's a little blanket.
Well, now we only have to deal with the ogre.
Yeah, just as you're like, well, that's handled. You hear the door into the chest room smash into splinters. I presume the door to the room you are currently in is closed, so you have another moment.
Yeah, I mean, well, we don't want to. The worst case scenario is that the ogre wakes up the mimic again. So I feel like we gotta go meet the ogre.
It isn't a magical sleep.
Okay, so it's not about to wake up.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
How many spell slots do I have?
Let's see.
I've never used 3, so.
Let me see. You have 4 total spell slots. So you use 3. You have 1 left.
All right.
I think maybe we tuck Brisket into the corner and let him rest, and then can we try to set up like a sneak attack on when the ogre, because he's probably not going to open this door if he blew the other one up. So like, can we get ready to like ambush him
behind the doors? Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna get my staff.
How would you ambush?
I'm just ready with. I'm kind of gonna try to use it as one would use like a pickaxe now, with the hit people with the end. It's now like a piercing weapon, sort of. I think. Have a lot to do with it, but.
Great. So basically, you're waiting for this thing to like bust the door in and then go behind it and like, or just all out assault.
I'm just like waiting next to the door, waiting for it to come in so I can smack it.
You hear a doom, and then a poof on the door. Poof. Splinters go flying as it's like has to duck under the porthole to like get itself in. It's got this gray blubbery body, this huge maw. Everyone can take a surprise attack with advantage.
Also, I'd say he puts his head through first, so I got just a clear shot at the noggin. Ooh,
you
boy.
do have a clear shot at the noggin. Everyone may make a surprise attack with advantage.
Ooh, who wants to go? I can go first. I'm gonna try to
go first.
I'm gonna try to pop that pumpkin. Get real.
My pumpkin.
God damn it!
What?
George.
Again?
Truly
George,
the season of George. Oh my god!
In slow motion, what is the
one,
like
by the way, if anyone's
badass
listening.
thing you say?
I don't even. I'm shattered right now. Like,
George, the Festivus pole hits the ogre over the head, bends in the shape of his head.
I just have this, like wire puzzle. Oh my god! Oh wait, with advantage. Oh my god! With
advantage!
I only rolled once. Oh, okay, thank you, chat. Thank you, Ruckus. Oh my god!
No.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Just rolled 2 nat ones in a row?
That's a 1.
It is good.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, well, my fucking staff is broken. Oh god. Damn it.
The ruling stands.
Oh boy.
My god. Does that mean, does the staff like adhere to its head and give it like horns also, so it becomes a little bit more dangerous?
I think it's a natural one. It's useless at this point. It's
Yeah,
basically an art
you would have to
piece.
get it. You would have to get it extensively
Yeah.
repaired in order for it to be.
It looks like one of those puzzles they have at like a doctor's office that you can try to do.
No, I mean it stays on the ogre's head and makes the ogre more dangerous.
Why would you suggest
Master
that,
Blastoise says
Carolyn?
this is exactly what would
Because
happen.
it's yeah.
All right.
Maple Juice says this is going to end like the actual finale.
Yeah, I just go. I just full on. I just let go of the staff. I go. Well, I'm done. I'm done, and I just like back away.
The ogre like comes to attack. He's like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carolyn and Tony, you still have surprise rolls with advantage.
Carolyn, you want it next?
Yeah, I would like to use my human monk strength and punch it. Attack it.
Yeah, I do say this was supposed to be the summer of George. Supposed to be the summer of George.
16.
Great. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Damage is 2. 5.
Very good. So you're like giving it, it's bruising a little bit on the noggin. The George's like pole still on its head. Tony Kramer.
I'm just gonna give another wallop with my staff. So we'll see how far that gets us.
Great.
Let's roll now. There we go. That's an
Hey!
Beautiful. Beautiful.
right.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's a 5.
Hey!
Very, very good. This thing, you guys absolutely wail on this thing's head. A couple of giant molars go flying. It is a little punch drunk. So you guys are going to get the first initiative roll of this proper combat with advantage. I'm going to roll it twice. So that's a
Kramer is
2.
Quietly pleased with himself.
You guys get to go again.
I mean, what do
Okay.
It's just
I choose not to go. I'm done. George passes.
you sit next to the mimic.
Yeah.
I'd like to punch it again.
Great, go for it.
I'd like to give it some tiny kicks.
Wonderful.
13.
You hit.
All right, and a 3.
3. Elaine, kill it.
Okay, Elaine channels the order of her monk's order and goes into the trance known as the tiny kicks dance and just starts, doing that, kicking around, and then she kicks it and its eyes fall out. If she kicks it hard enough, its eyes fall right out because it's dead now.
Can you be from the Order of the Petermen?
Yeah. The order of
the Petermen.
Yeah, the Petermen. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And I hear his voice as I kill it and sacrifice its soul to the Order of the Petermen.
The ogre didn't have a weapon, did it?
No, it just had these big meaty fists.
Hmm.
You could search its loincloth if you wanted.
I know what I'm gonna find in there.
Wow.
I don't need that.
That seemed like a Brian suggestion. Freak.
Yeah. Oh, so we got what? It's the ogre room. I'm like, well, we can try the other door now. And I'm like, I had a good feeling about the other door. I didn't say it, but I did feel like the other door was the way to go.
Great. So presumably you're going to make your way back to the ogre room, and then to the western door, which opens up into another square room. There we go. I know you were having trouble picturing it. Okay. So in this room it's simple, it's quiet, and there is a creepy fountain with skulls and skeletons in various like dancing poses, and like from their mouths are like shooting. It's not water, it's got a thicker consistency and has like water. A
yogurt,
bluish purplish ethereal kind of fuzz around it. There is also a door here which has an ornate like carving around it of a skull with like the door is its mouth.
Oh wow, ominous. I think about like going towards the fountain, but I'm just like not gonna risk it. Not feeling it today. I'm not on my game.
I take I go quickly back into the room that George was that the ogre was in, and I take George's broken. Do you have your broken staff, or did you leave it?
I left it there. It's useless.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna yeet it into the fountain.
I did leave it. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, let's all look at Brian's skull. Nice.
Oh, very good.
It's great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Very good.
So you yeet it into the fountain. It sort of does like an awkward little like splash. But like the liquid is very like heavy and thick. So it sort of like bloops into it. And now on the staff, the little bit of the staff that's like sticking out of the gunk also begins to that ethereal like purple mist also envelops the staff.
Ooh.
Kramer whips a little teacup out of one of his many pockets. It's I think it's time to give this fountain a little sippy sip.
Ooh,
I just
do it.
Step back. I just like watch Kramer pull a teacup and step back away from him.
I did free stuff.
Go ahead.
I scoop up a sip, slam it back.
Kramer, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay, I will do that right now. As soon as I look at my character sheet again real fast. All right, I got +2 to my Constitution. So I roll. That was a D6.
That was the wrong one.
Hold on.
Oh
no!
Boy, that was almost real bad.
Let's see here, Kramer.
Oh my god!
You take 10 damage as your stomach.
I didn't have the dice came up, but you just watched 3 dice fire out. I was like, oh.
Kramer, your stomach, like, you take a sip and you're like, this is great. And as you're like going to get another one, boom, your stomach begins to cramp up. You're going to take that 10 damage, and you are now ghost poisoned. You will be taking disadvantage on most rolls. Due to the massive amount of pain that you're in.
Just like when he chugs the beer with the cigarette in his mouth. He's like...
I just belch smoke and try and hide it.
I just stare at him like, how is it?
Could use a little salt.
All right. I just like, great. I think at this point I'm so like anger, like George is so just wrecked emotionally and shattered. I just like walk to the skull door, and with just a look of I just truly do not care if I live or die anymore, I just throw it open. Let's go.
So you enter the mighty vaulted chamber of the Ghost King. On the end of this long chamber, let's see, there are pillars on,
Oh, let's get some more.
Yeah, even said. Nice. They make a nice little alley, leading to a giant throne of bones, where this
bone throne.
The throne zone.
ectoplasmic-y, skeleton-y creature, humanoid in flowing robes and a giant crown, sits with a big, massive fucking spear. You came for?
George just is like, he's lost all will, and I think I just walk up and I'm like, hello, I'm George Costanza. I'm here for the spear. I've had a very bad day. I would appreciate it greatly if we could just have the spear. I did the ogre. I got bit by a little lock man. I got hit by a couple spears, and Kramer, I think, just poisoned himself. So, you know what? Is there any way we can just have the spear?
Make a charisma roll for me.
Oh, I have a +1 to charisma, but I shouldn't. I really should.
That is an error if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. All right. 19.
Oh!
George, you are so wrecked. You are so pathetic. The Ghost King looks at you with his glowing green eyes and just goes, you hear like his haunting voice. It's not actually like a voice. It's in like the depths of your brain. You hear, you look like you need this more than I do.
George wins by being so pathetic that the Ghost King feels bad for him. I walk up,
and he extends to you the spear.
I walk up, I take the spear, I go, thank you. I turn around. I do that, George. I'm like, thank you. And I turn around, I hold up the spear, and I go, let's go.
Elaine's been like ready, been like going into a monk's trance, like ready, and then she just like sees what happened, and she's just like drops it, is like, okay, and then just walks out.
Kramer kind of like cheers his little cup to the Ghost King and then gestures to the fountain. He goes, you should probably have somebody check that out.
I like your diabetic friend. Real, I'm turning this car around energy. So, I think we smash cut back up to Monk's Tavern. Mm-hmm. What is it like when you emerge back out into the tavern?
We emerge. I mean, George is wrecked. He's like bleeding. He has cream cheese all over his fucking armor. And I just walk back to the table where I assume Jerry's still just fucking sitting there. And I just like slam the spear down on the table. Go, here you go, Jerry.
You did it. You did it.
I'd like
now
as
you
a
can
little,
go slay the dragon.
I'd like as a little after. I imagine Kramer like runs off to the nearest outhouse, and George goes to like clean his cream cheese off, and I just sit down with Jerry and like order some mead. And Jerry's like, you actually look stronger. I was like, oh yeah, I leveled up. I feel great. And then he's just like, oh, and then we just have some mead and plan how to slay the dragon.
Yeah, I'm trying to clean the cream cheese off my armor in the bathroom, and there's like a really big line of people getting really upset, knocking. Oh.
So yeah. Does everyone want to give a final moment? Because like the dragon Numan will still be sitting atop Castle Catch-All next time, even though we will not be playing these characters. Presumably in the background, or maybe in a future adventure, they'll be able to take on the dragon someday. But so here in Monk's Tavern, what is the final shot for everyone? Carolyn, Elaine?
Yeah, I think just what I described, sitting with Lord Jerry. He tells me like, you look. Those guys look like shit. You look stronger. I'm like, oh yeah, I leveled up.
Mine is what I said. I'm like yelling at people who are waiting to use the bathroom because I'm trying to get all the cream cheese off my armor. So it's like the Kramer for the button.
I'm at a booth, and the little tavern maid from before is there, and she's like giving me a flagon of something, and I like take a sip and I like spit it out. I'm like, no, that's not quite right. it's got the blue and the purple on the outside. And as she walks away, and I'm like, and add more salt.
You're trying to recreate the ghost poison that you drank.
Yes.
He's got a taste for it now.
So we get, we kind of pan out from the tavern, but then suddenly cut back to the kitchen of Monk's Tavern. The little hatch door in the kitchen, it creaks open with a little arm, and creeping out is Brisket the Lock Mimic. And he just lets out, ah!
Oh no.
Boom, cut to black.
Okay,